Yes, good morning. Um, we are going to start about why CSS, which is Cascading Style Sheet. First of all, we should know why CS and why to learn CSS. Why we use CS in website design. So, welcome to CSS. We have already learned why and what is HTML, what are different pros and cons of HTML, what are various HTML tags and how to use them in creating different web pages, how to navigate from one page to another web page. To learn CSS, we should require prerequisites as a HTML. So, what is the difference between HTML versus CSS? HTML basically stands for Hypertext Markup Language. It is a formatting language. Formatting means how you can give text alignment, left, center, up or down, different types of alignments you can give. It is basically a structured language for web pages. What do you understand by the term structure? Structure basically tells you about the skeleton or framework of a web page. It is basically used to describe a structure of a web page. Similarly, uh, how CSS can be different from HTML. CSS basically stands for Cascading Style Sheets. CSS is a reformatting language for web pages. When you want to change your formatting, you can use CSS. It is basically a presentational language for web pages. Means you can give a different look to your web page. HTML basically tells you the structure, what text you are going to be write. If I want to change the design or look, or I want to attract of my web page, then I have to use CSS for styling that website. Next comes to why CSS. As we know that HTML has limited design capabilities. HTML basically provides you the structure, not design. It basically tells you the design, what text I want to write there. And for giving style to that design, I'm using CSS. We, as we know that HTML has limited design capabilities, we can't be able to create most appealing and well-designed website using just HTML. Using only HTML, we can't add various styles, animations, special effects, transitions to web pages. Means I want to give some styles or animations to design capabilities, I have to use CSS. We need to take example of CSS to create well-designed website. HTML together with CSS gives us a considerable wait. HTML together with CSS gives us to create consistent, readable, accessible, manageable, and appealing professional website. I am going to clear each and every point of feature of CSS in further. Right? Overall web design sites, CSS help us to add styles, special effects, animations, transitions, etc. to our web pages. CSS is used to basically control the style of a web document in a simple and easy way. It means you can control the background color, you can control the text color, you can give any animation to your text or background like that. CSS is the acronym for Cascading Style Sheet. It basically referred to as CSS, which is simple a design language intended to simply the process of making web pages presentable. Means we we can presentable or give looks or give good attraction to your web pages, right? CSS is the must designing scripting language which is used by students or working professionals to become a great software engineer, especially when they're working in a web development domain. I will give you some advantages of using CSS. How CSS helps you to in web development. First is it will create a stunning website. What do you understand by the term create stunning website? It basically handles the look and feel part of a web page. It gives a good look and good attraction to a web page. You can control the color of the text, give the styles of fonts different. You can give spaces between paragraphs. You can differentiate between columns. You can give size, different sizes, and etc. Second, it will help us to become a good web designer. It is a good career. Third is control web. CSS is very easy to learn and understand, but it provides powerful control over the presentation of an HTML document. Most commonly, CSS is combined with the markup language HTML or XML. One next is learn other languages. Once you understand the basic of HTML and CSS, you can further go for different technologies like JavaScript, PHP, and Angular, whatever else. Now, I'm going to show one example of CSS, Hello World using CSS. This is the code I have to write. I'm going to write this code in Notepad. Right. You all of know how to write HTML document. Now I'm going to add style. Similarly, HTML head style. This tag I'm going to use new one. In body, you can give background color light blue, any of your choice. Now, text alignment should be in center and paragraph should be of this color or this size you can give. Closing the style tags, and this is the heading I am going to give my first CSS example, and text should be displayed hello world. Now save this one. You can save as by any first example .html, close, minimize, then run this example. You can check out background color will be which I have given this sky blue, heading or title, and hello world. This is my text. Now further I am going to tell what are different applications of CSS. First is it basically saves your time. You can reuse same sheet for multiple HTML pages or web pages you want. Secondly, pages load faster. You don't need to write HTML tag attributes every time. You can apply this style for the different HTML. Less code means faster download times. जितना कम कोड होएगा उतनी आपकी वेबसाइट फास्ट होएगी. Next, easy maintenance. It is very easy to maintain as you can simply change the style of your web page. Next comes to superior styles to HTML. It's have a wide array of attributes than HTML to give better look of your website. Now, multiple device compatibility. Style sheets allow content to be optimized for more than one type of device. By using the same HTML document, different versions of a website can be presented for handheld devices such as PDAs and cell phones for printing. You can it has a compatibility everywhere. Global web standards. Now HTML attributes are being deprecated and it is being recommended to use CSS so that you can give a good idea to using CSS in all HTML pages so that compatible to future browsers. These are some prerequisites for your CSS. You should know word processing as in text editor, how to create directories and files, how to navigate from one page to another. These are the basic knowledge. As I already told, you should know your HTML before start learning your CSS. Some features of better students, you should know some features of well-designed website. When you are creating or developing a new website, you should remember these below points in your mind. First is consistency. Consistency tells about your fixer, how you can fix your layouts, colors, fonts, and navigation. Second is readability. Readability is easy with which target audience or students can read and understand the content. Usage of color schemes means there are different types of color schemes. You can give in digital or you can give in characters. Variations in font size, images and all. Accessibility is the quality of content you are targeting to represent. Next is maintainability. Is easy with which developer and designer can update or manage your websites. Proper coding methodology. Next comes to limitations of CSS. CSS is used to add design ethics, styles, and effects to web pages. We can't create more interactive, dynamically or real-time website using CSS. So creating real-time simulations, games, applications, we need to use JavaScript. We use scripting languages to create interactive, dynamic, and real-time websites and web applications like games, real-time simulations. So this is your first lecture. In next lecture, we are going to learn what is CSS, JAP and styling, or what is the syntax,